guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the different types of lines. There are 3. And when I'm talking about types of lines, I am going to be talking about parallel, intersecting, and perpendicular. Now, important things to notice. Parallel lines never intersect. So they're going to run like railroad tracks. They just keep going in the same direction, opposite of each other. Intersecting lines will pass through the line at some point. So eventually, they're going to run through the same area. So think of that like when you're running and your sibling are running and you're running towards each other and then you run into each other. That is where you intersected. So a perpendicular line is lines that form right angles. So there will almost always be a tattletale to tell on itself that this is where I am perpendicular. Now, some things to note. When I say parallel lines, when I go to write that, I say line, whatever my line is parallel to line, whatever the next line is. The reason I draw 2 straight lines is because parallel is just 2 straight lines. There is no key for intersecting. I just have to write the word intersects. So I can say line AB intersects line CD. So perpendicular, I can say line, whatever my line is perpendicular to line, whatever that next line is. Let's look at some examples. We're going to be looking at 7 through 12, and then we're going to be looking at a few up top as well. So 7, would this be parallel or would they be perpendicular? Yes. So if I wanted to write it, I would say line LM is parallel to line HI. Line LM is parallel to line HI. Now, number 8. Does number 8 have anything that might give it away? Yes. I see the tattletale too. Good job. You've got really good eyes. So, I'm going to start off with this line. I'm going to say line EF is perpendicular. That's what that little symbol means. It's perpendicular to line GH. Now, on any line, at any given time, it will run through points. So, just like from our last unit, we know that this little dot means point. Point what? You're right, point A. Let's look at some of these up top. So again, I'm just going to write myself a key. 2 lines running side by side means parallel. An upside down T means perpendicular. It's a long word. And then a point just means a point. So number 3 says to name 4 points. What are the 4 points that you see? Yeah, it's just the letters. So point W point X, and we're going to be as specific as possible, point Y, and point Z. Now we're going to name 4 lines. Do you remember how to say line with a symbol? Yeah, it's just a little line. So line, what line do you want to see first? Sure, we can do WX. Line. Okay, we can do YZ. Line. You're right, WY. And then the last one is XZ. So those are my lines. Now, name 2 pairs of parallel lines. One pair of parallel lines that I see is line WY parallel. What line is opposite, is parallel to WY? Yeah, XZ. And then line WX is parallel to what? Yeah, YZ. So line YZ. Last one. Name 2 pairs of perpendicular lines. So we're going to be using this upside down T. Ready? I'm going to say line WY is perpendicular to line YZ, because it has to be at an area where it's going to have a tattletale form. So where they run through each other is at point Y. So both lines should have Y somewhere in its name, because that's the line they run through. That's the point that they both run through. Let's look at another one. I'm going to say line WX is perpendicular to line, what shares with X? Yeah, line ZX or XZ, however you want to say it. So that is how I show parallel, perpendicular. So again, parallel runs up and down like railroad tracks, or side to side like railroad tracks. Perpendicular I show with the upside down T, and it has to share a point. It has to tell me where it's going to run through. I hope this has helped, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.